Welcome to my channel, and today we take you on a powerful documentary journey into one of the most decisive and technologically advanced conflicts of the modern era, the Gulf War, a short but intense war that reshaped the Middle East, demonstrated a new way of fighting wars, and marked a turning point in global military history. Our story begins in the aftermath of the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s, a brutal 8-year conflict that left Iraq economically shattered and deeply in debt. Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein accused neighboring Kuwait of overproducing oil, driving prices down and damaging Iraq's fragile economy, while also claiming that Kuwait was illegally drilling oil from Iraqi territory. Tensions escalated rapidly, and in August 1990, Iraqi forces invaded Kuwait in a swift and overwhelming assault, occupying the small but wealthy nation within days. The invasion shocked the world and immediately raised fears that Iraq might continue south into Saudi Arabia, threatening global oil supplies and regional stability. The United Nations condemned the invasion and imposed strict economic sanctions on Iraq, while the United States began assembling a massive international coalition to respond. Operation Desert Shield was launched to defend Saudi Arabia, as hundreds of thousands of coalition troops from over 30 countries poured into the region, creating one of the largest military buildups since World War II. Diplomatic efforts continued throughout late 1990, with the UN demanding Iraq's unconditional withdrawal from Kuwait, but Saddam Hussein refused, betting that the coalition lacked the will to fight. In January 1991, diplomacy gave way to war as Operation Desert Storm began with a devastating aerial bombardment campaign designed to cripple Iraq's command structure, air defenses, and military infrastructure. For weeks, coalition aircraft dominated the skies, striking targets with unprecedented precision using stealth aircraft, smart bombs, and real-time surveillance, revealing a new era of high-tech warfare to a global television audience. Iraqi forces attempted to resist, launching Scud missiles toward Israel and Saudi Arabia in an effort to fracture the coalition, but these attacks failed to change the course of the war. On the ground, Iraqi troops in Kuwait dug trenches and laid minefields, preparing for what they expected would be a bloody land invasion. When the ground war finally began in late February 1991, it unfolded with stunning speed. Coalition forces executed a massive flanking maneuver through the desert, bypassing heavily fortified positions and encircling Iraqi units in what became known as the left hook. Within just 100 hours, Iraqi resistance collapsed, thousands of soldiers surrendered, and Kuwait was liberated. Images of burning oil wells set ablaze by retreating Iraqi forces symbolized both the destruction of war and the environmental cost of the conflict. The Gulf War ended with a decisive coalition victory, but the decision not to overthrow Saddam Hussein left Iraq weakened yet still under his control. In the aftermath, Iraq faced continued sanctions, weapons inspections, and internal uprisings that were brutally suppressed, while U.S. forces maintained a long-term presence in the region. The war reshaped Middle Eastern geopolitics, reinforced American military dominance after the Cold War, and demonstrated the power of multinational coalitions and advanced military technology. At the same time, it raised difficult questions about civilian suffering, media-driven warfare, and the long-term consequences of intervention. The Gulf War may have been short, but its legacy endured for decades, setting the stage for future conflicts in Iraq and redefining how modern wars are fought, seen, and remembered. Thank you for watching this full-length documentary on the Gulf War, and if you found this deep dive into modern history informative and engaging, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more long-form documentaries that bring the past to life. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring history.